Yo, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be telling you guys a story. In middle school, or yeah, in 6th grade, this happened. It was very weird. So there was this one teacher, she taught sewing, knitting and all that. Like crochet work or whatever, I don't know what that stuff is. But it had to do with like sewing. And she had a big butt and everything, so. And at this time, there was this one kid, we're just going to call him Son. He was very attracted to her, I would guess, and so was I. So was every other kid over there, or every other boy. So that's what we would talk about sometimes, but this kid took it to a whole nother level. Like, what the f... So it starts off a normal morning, I go to school, I get to my classes, and then I make it to her class. And then, me, Son, and this one other kid, we're just gonna call him Aang. We're talking about her. We're talking about how big her butt is. And and the Son doesn't just start doing it right when we're talking about it, but like literally a few minutes later, I kid you not, this guy's jerking off. He's fucking jerking off next to me. I'm being so for real. He, bro, his fucking wiener was out. I fucking looked down, his wiener. Like, I saw that shit, man. That shit was disgusting. Ew. I didn't tell him nothing, but like, ew. That shit was disgusting, bro. That, I don't know. It looked like freaking my thumb, bro. That shit was nasty. But anyways, so I guess he gets done with whatever he's doing, and he gets up and he's like trying to put his, he's putting his pants on, and I don't. This is just weird to do in the middle of class, anyways. Cause why is your pants off, anyways? I mean, he's not putting his pants on like he took them off. Like fully off. They were like down, but not fully down. So he's doing his thing, and then Miss Moth. I'm not gonna say her real name. I almost did. We're just gonna call her the Moth. She's like, son, come down, come down, come down. What are you doing? What are you doing? Little did she know, she did not know what she was doing. He was doing. He was doing some atrocious, something fucking disgusting. So, yeah, his pants are back on. They weren't even off, but he adjusted them again. Fucking, and that was the end of that day. And I went home. I was fucking disgusted, bro. I ain't tell no one this except my boy Tyrese, bro. Like, come on, man. That shit was nasty, bro. I haven't heard a story like this, but it's not to this extent. Not in school. He did it in school, in the middle of class. How disgusting was that? Like, bro, what the f... How do you... What possessed you to do that? So the next day rolls around, because me and Ange, we weren't that... We didn't do that. We did not choke our chickens in the middle of class, but we talked about her in a not very appropriate way. We were sexualizing her. So this caused us a trip to the office. So, I mean, the office didn't know that Sun was jerking it in class. Because if they knew, he would have been expelled. He would have been done for. He would not have gone to that school still, bro. That's just disgusting, bro. He could have gotten charged with something, I'm pretty sure. But, so we go into the office and they're like, oh, what were you saying about your teacher? And then frickin' he asked me first for some reason, and frickin' we said we want to do bongos with her butt, like the instrument, like how people like pat them. That's what I told him. We want to fucking do that with her butt, I guess, but that, that was just nasty, man. And anyways, they call my parents to tell them. They tell them that we were talking weird about our teacher, but that's, I mean, that is all. But no, that's not all. That's not all. Fucking, I go home and my parents are like, "Oh, what are you doing?" My dad, he's like, "Oh, you can't be saying that stuff out loud," cause he's a dude. He's obviously said. He's told me he's played a game called Slap Ass in frickin' PE back in his day, I guess. I don't I don't know. That's kind of weird, but fucking he told me, "Oh, you're going through puberty. You're gonna experience stuff like that, experience thoughts like that. So it's normal, but you shouldn't do that in school. You shouldn't be talking so loudly about it." So my mom, she's a little mad at me. She's like, "What are you doing? Talking about your teacher like that in that sort of way? You should be ashamed of yourself." So she made me write a frickin' 5 paragraph, or like, I don't know. She made me write a little essay about why you shouldn't talk about like that about women. So I wrote it and I gave it to her. She didn't even read it. She was like, "Oh, okay, you wrote it." What the fuck, bro? You make me do all that shit and you don't even read it? Come on, man. And then I remember I was on my iPad like later that night, and then she was like, "You better not be watching stuff like that on your frickin' on your iPad." And I wasn't. And that's what I told her, I wasn't. So yeah. And then the next day comes around. I I did not see Sun do this, but my boy Big L, that's what we're gonna call him. I'm pretty sure he's the one who told me this, but somebody told me Sun was doing it again in his class, in her class. I mean, he was doing it again, and this time, he nutted on the table. He did that. That's what I heard, but I honestly believed it. With how disgusting he was, with how fucking perverted that kid was. That kid was disgusting. That kid was something else, man. Oh, fucking hell. That, that kid was disgusting, bro. So, yeah, and then Miss Moffat doesn't... Because I'm pretty sure they told her that we were talking about her in a sexual way. But she didn't tell us anything, I'm pretty sure. But if she knew what Sun was doing in her classroom, she probably would flip out, man. Because, bro, doing it once that's disgusting. Doing it twice and finishing on the table? That's degeneracy right there. Fucking straight degenerate right there, bro. But anyways, that's the end of the story. The moral of the story is, don't talk sexually about your teachers. I mean, if you are gonna do that, make sure they can't hear you. And most definitely don't jerk off in the middle of a class. Like, you do that, you're gonna go to jail. You do that, you're disgusting. You do that, you're a degenerate. Like, what is wrong with that kid, man? Still, I ask myself that every day.